Okay, I have joined the call. However, I cannot hear because probably Discord is not throwing me the right thing right now. Hold on a second.
Well, can you hear me now?
Oh, yep, I can hear you now.
Okay, because I'm on push to talk because I didn't want to bleed over.
Ah, okay. Now hold on. Let me look at my OBS here. Okay, go ahead and try talking again.
Test check.
Okay, I think it is picking you up, but it is incredibly quiet. Let me see if I can add an audio source that is just Discord here. Oh, not that one. I need just audio application audio capture. Okay. And then I'll select Discord.
Hey Ace, how you doing?
Okay. Try talking now.
Test check.
Okay. At 20 decibels, I need to turn you up a little bit more.
I am also leaning back in my chair. Let me try it with proper posture.
Okay, let me turn that down a bit. That was peaking. Okay, go ahead.
Test check.
Try it now.
Testing once again.
Okay, just a little bit up, and I think we got it.
Spiffy.
Right there. Okay. Now, my microphone has just fallen off of its stand, so give me a second.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
Oh my god, it didn't fall off of its stand. It literally just came off of the little insert that I screw onto the stand.
Oh no!
There we go.
Hey Ace, do me a solid. Are you hearing me over there on the
Just
stream?
a little bit here. That way we can focus a little bit more. Okay. So yes, on today's bracket, we will be talking about Pathfinder gods and everything. I am going to pull up the notepad I got. Maybe I'll just do a screen capture. That might work. All right, you got everything?
Yeah, I got all 4 of my books, and I can pull up the wiki at a moment's notice.
Capture.
Alright, thank you for that, Ace.
Yeah, and we will select.
It's all good, it happens.
Bam. Nope, that one.
Also, Mal, if you're interested, we could also level up your character on stream.
Oh yeah, I guess we could. For which campaign was it?
Kingmaker.
Okay.
Because we did hit level 4 the other night.
That's right. Actually, I needed to talk to you about like changing the class a little bit from the what I currently have as druid into a hunter, I think is what we were looking at.
Yeah, we were looking at the hunter, weren't we?
Yep.
But let's go on your discussion topic, and then we can crunch those numbers later once we get the discussion part done.
Oh yeah, hold up a second. I am going to need to make it so that I speak again.
Speaking again?
Okay. I wasn't sure if my avatar was picking up your voice when speaking, so I was like, wait, hold up.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that'd
not
be
supposed to
weird.
be doing that. Actually, speaking of which, can you send me a just like a little JPEG of your avatar again? Or maybe I have one sitting around here.
I don't think I have one, but I can look.
Okay. Let me I'll pull up one of the old ones then. While we're okay, should I be seeing your screen?
I don't know. Have you tried the knock knock feature that's here on Twitch yet?
I have not. I think I have that disabled.
Okay,
So that
then we won't worry about that.
I saw the potential for people abusing that system, and I'm like, I think not.
Yeah, the good news is as long as you don't put any names in it, it doesn't actually work. So just leave it blank.
Yeah, that was the thing. I was like, maybe
No,
I
Ace. No, she
should
does
just
not.
avoid this for now. Okay, I am going to reaction.
I mean, I suppose there might be a way that I can cheese this. 1 second.
I got this going on. What the fuck is happening on my other screen there? What is flickering in the background? I can't see it because I have a window open. What? Oh, that's the voice talk speech. Okay. Oh, god dang it. That's not gonna work.
Oh, holy God, that artwork's old.
Yeah, it is. But it also has a white background. I'm like, wait. That's not the one with the PNG background. That one is. Okay. Okay, properties.
Actually, it's given me the option to knock on your channel. Do you want to try it out?
Sure, we could try that out. I'm not sure what I would need to actually do here.
Alright, I sent you a request.
Preview? What does preview do? I guess it just allows me to see who you are. Okay. I will try accepting, but I'm not sure if this is actually working here. Joining Project Zero. Twitch may record video and sound while you are backstage for safety reasons. Recordings will not be shared publicly and will be just in accordance with our privacy policy. In stream together, the host can initiate a shared chat. In shared chat, your chat is combined with other participants in streamer's chat, jointly moderated and accessible by any third-party applications operating in the streamer's chat, including Chatbox's extension and live shared chat in the community will leave you. Okay. Seems okay.
All right.
Oh man, it's immediately doing my mic on the other one. Hold up. Can I mute on that section? Wait, am I not muted? Or am I coming through on your end?
You might be coming through on my end, but I have your channel down at like 2%.
Okay, it is definitely coming through on your end, but it's not letting me mute you for a second.
Oh, and now we got a fun little echo going.
In chat, hear your call is what it's saying. Well, yes, but also we have it done on our things. We're not worried about that. Okay. How do I mute you? Guest volume. Boom. There we go. Got it. Oh shit. Okay. Everything should be good. Coming through on your end too?
Possibly. 1, 2, check.
Yes. Okay, cool. All right, so it is working, which means our chat should be combined, possibly. But I'm not sure. Okay, layout options. Settings. Browser sources. Group automatic. Up to 5 guests will be displayed on the window and automatically formatted to your chosen layout as they join or leave. Oh, that's right. I have the... Okay, hold up. Let me try copying that. Add a browser source. Did that work? No, it only shows you as That's pretty not what I was looking for. Okay.
What is it only showing me as a
Okay,
blipping
share chat
icon?
is working. Share chat moderation. You can warn, timeout, or ban any user in the share chat. Banned user from other channels can't chat during the share chat sessions, but will still be able to watch the stream and see chat from another collaborator's channel. Leave messages from other channels' viewers will only delete them in your channel. Leave messages from your community will remove them from all share chats. Okay. Interesting. Okay, is this... It's showing you as a little white icon here on my screen that I've got whooping around.
Yeah, I just...
Let's see if I can't, like, change that.
Yeah, I was just fiddling with the settings on my side, so let me check here what's going on.
Oh, it wants to use my straight up camera.
Yeah, that's why I chose the OBS Virtual.
I don't know if I even want that.
Well, I was hoping that it was just going to let me choose VC face as a visual option.
Well, it would let me do it on its VTube Studio. Just got me. Was she during a stream? Hello. Although I assume this is actually, yeah. Oh my God, you got a follower. You're Oshi. He's your Oshi. No, wait. What's the opposite of Oshi? What's the opposite of Oshi? I don't even understand.
Nega Oshi.
Nega Oshi?
No, I have no idea, man.
The opposite of Oshi, the Nega Oshi. Like Nega stock. I'm just gonna push the browser source down here. It'll be fine. Anyway, I got this. It'll be fine. Audio source. We want.
Hey, Winry, how you doing?
Oh God, it just. Application. Except for beta, but didn't I? Discord. Why is it not sorted by alphabetical order? It's throwing me. Okay. We have it as audio application source beta. Sweet. Okay. Try talking.
Test check. Talking.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I have managed to turn you on and off, but I'm going to try this animation to sound. Image when not showing. Okay. Reaction threshold. Yep. Okay. And then we just throw in a filter on that. What was it? Scaling? Scale to sound. That's what I needed. Make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Scale width, scale height. Minimum size there. Okay. Now, if you're reacting to something, it should make you grow a little bit bigger when doing it. And then I add another scale to sound. Well, I'll fiddle with it later.
Okay, well, let's see if it's jiggling when I'm talking here.
It is jiggling when you're talking, but it seems to be jiggling with the desktop audio too, which is not what I wanted. Oh, that's because I have it not set to you. I have it set to desktop audio. Okay, try now.
Mic check.
Excellent. Perfect. You grow bigger. All right. Now, we should be able to get the party started. Now that I'm on screen, now you're on screen. You have a gun pointing at the little billboard here.
Well, I mean, it's Microsoft Edge. It deserves to get capped.
I guess it is pointing directly at Microsoft Edge. I didn't even think about that.
My God,
Okay.
how long ago was that drawing? What is that? We're approaching at least 8 years ago, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oy.
Yeah, you said this to me like 8 years ago. All right.
In the olden times.
When the scripts were written. Now I'm just gonna pull up a little pad here so I can get like a little notepad.
All right. So where did you have in mind to begin?
Well, let's start at the beginning. Like, where the a good place to start. Everything at the beginning.
Okay, well, in that case, I have available right now 4 books. I have the 3rd edition, Deities and Demigods. And then for Pathfinder, I have Gods and Magic, Great Beyond, A Guide to the Multiverse, Planar Adventures.
Ooh.
And then, as you saw at the other, on Friday when you were here for game night, I also have Manual of the Planes for 3rd edition.
All right. So, like, I think the beginning is actually where I want to start here. Like, what? How did the world begin?
In D&D or Pathfinder.
Well, we are in Pathfinder. The Pathfinder.
Okay, in that case, that probably is going to be Gods and Magic. The
What are
creation mythos?
base gods?
Just had to make sure that this book didn't have my real name and email on it before I brought it over to the viewable screen. Because, I don't want some poor sap who steals my identity to get slapped in the face with 90 grand in debt.
The gods of Galorian are Caden Callion.
He came later, yes. Let's see here.
The other one he mentions is Daikisu. And a few others. A few others is a very important god,
Yeah, let's see here. In the oldest, according to the book, the oldest gods are Rovagug, the rough beast. That's the chaotic, evil, smash everything god.
How we spell him?
Rovagug.
Rovug. And he is god of beasts,
Destruction. Like, number one, first and foremost. His primary domain is destruction.
That's not spelled right.
Yeah, switch out the O with a U.
That's what I'm looking for.
A U, not an A.
Don't worry, you're on delay. It's fine. It's fine. A god of destruction, big. So he made a lot of explosions, obviously.
Yeah.
Which is kind of how our world started in the first place. Was a giant fucking explosion.
Well, it just depends on what edition you came in on. Let's see, other deities that have been around since the dawn of everything. We got Abadar, the god of civilization. Apsu, who I think is the dragon god. I'd have to check that.
Abadar. He said civilization? For Abadar?
Yes, it would be civilization would be his primary dogma. Yes, Apsu is the patron deity of all good and metallic dragons. And that's spelled APSU.
Hold on. I'm getting Abador where he needs to be. Right under Rabidug. Okay, give me the dragon's name again. Abadar. Abadar, god of taxes.
APSU. Ah, yes, Winry. Winry is very much the antithesis of Abadar.
Hold on. We gotta add end taxes here to the end of Abadar. Yep, definitely.
All right, ready for the next one?
Yeah, now that we got Paylor on our roll here.
Funny enough, Paylor is actually Sarin Ray in Pathfinder.
Wait, they're actually the like same?
Not quite the same, but when it comes to like God of the Sun and all that is good, usually most people point at Sarin Ray. Not to say Sarin Ray doesn't have her own problems. Looking at you, Cult of the Dawnflower.
So I don't think it's pronounced Sarin Ray, right? I definitely misspelled that.
SARENRAE.
R-A-E, not R-A-Y. Okay. I literally got that one letter off. It's like, there's no way this is right. Sorry.
Yeah, Winry's got us covered.
So Sarin Ray's basically the light from World of Warcraft, complete with cultists.
Kinda, yeah, because the Light and WoW is starting to get a little too zealous for my liking. However, that is a whole nother discussion.
Well, I mean, you've always had the not the Burning Crusade, the
Scarlets.
The Scarlet Crusade, that's what it was. You've always had the Scarlet Crusade following the light, in addition to your typical paladins.
Yeah, you know, but thankfully they're at the stage where they're a remnant of a remnant of a remnant of a remnant, so, 4 more iterations, we might finally be rid of them.
Yep, but now the main paladins are becoming... If you talk bad of the light, be purged in holy fire. Hey, the last time I saw a member of the light try to purge someone, they got picked up by Illidan and just manhandled. I'm just saying. The light is only good for the player. Paladin for life.
Yeah, Ace in our channel here is a career paladin from WoW. He scored Grand Marshal back in the day in vanilla, so he knows his stuff. So yeah, any of y'all over in Default's chat, no, 07's for Ace there. He did all the work.
Oh, wait, I can turn it upside down. Perfect. Maybe vertically. Tell you what, slight angle. Slight angle seems to be perfect. Right there.
That hurts me to look at.
Bit. Okay, well, I got Aspu, Sarenrae, Abadir, and
looks like next on the to-do list is Calistria. Calistra.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, I wasn't ready. What was it?
Callistra, Calistra.
Got it. Goddess of being a tsundere. Got it. Tsundere. Perfect. What's she the god of besides tsunderes?
Revenge, actually. Also, is this an 18 plus chat or is this a say so chat?
It's. I mean, as long as we're not talking about like straight up, you know, born or gore, we're pretty okay.
Okay.
It's like, I. It's definitely like us. I'd say a 16 and up because I don't see why it would need to be anything. I
So
don't
the
see
the
why it
reason
would
why
be
I
like.
ask is because there is a gag nickname for Callistra, and I
All
wanted to
right,
be
let me hear
sure
it.
before I said it.
Let me hear it. Just
Callistra,
wait for it
otherwise
to
known
load.
as the
All
god of revenge and masturbation.
right. Okay. Yep. I was
I'm
right
sorry, the
in typing this.
goddess of revenge and masturbation.
Also, 5 months of nonstop PvP in Battlegrounds, 12 to 14-hour days long. Only rest you get is in between queues and Tuesday maintenance. That is a lot of crusading, I gotta say.
Oh my god, yeah. The time sink required back in the day to hit Grand Marshal. Oh my lord.
Cinder Yandere. We'll leave it at that for now. Do 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 do.
Oh, you sure? I haven't even gotten to any of the fun ones yet.
No, I mean that's not what I said by leave it at that.
Oh, for the title. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I got you.
I was like, what do you mean? I was like, no, we're not done.
Also, Ace Winry, you were here. That counted as my dirty joke for the month, so I'm out for October.
Ha! Lies and slander.
I only ever make one a month.
Well, I'm saying it wasn't a joke. It was just like, oh, there's this title. I'm not sure if I should say.
Well, yeah,
Gotta save
because
that joke.
it's not an official one. You're not going to hear somebody from Paizo using it.
Yeah, maybe.
I
Maybe
mean,
not.
at least not a
It is
polite
Paizo.
company.
Half and half on this man. I agree completely. All right. Anyway, next god. Give me the next one. Try conviction like you
Okay,
going to full on
so
dirty
this
old
one
man.
I actually
Literally me
I
at
actually
work.
don't think we need to mention this one because this deity is dead. So this deity actually's only real reason to exist was for another demon lord to exist. So I'm gonna skip over that one. Let's see, Dahak. That would be Dahak.
You
And I
said the
believe,
hawk.
yeah, it's Dahak.
Okay.
Dahak.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, there's no U in the name. It's just two A's and three consonants.
Oh, okay. I'll just make it even shorter then.
Yep. That would be the evil dragon
Oh.
god.
Perfect. There we go. The hawk, god of hawks and evil dragons. Next god.
Ah, one of my personal favorites, Desna, the goddess of dreams.
Oh yeah, I've seen her a lot.
Yep. Subject of one of our previous campaigns. Well, she was a part of it.
The SNA.
Yep, you got it.
Out of travels and dreams. If I remember correctly.
That is correct. She picked up the domain of travels later, but yeah, she was always a deity.
Little known lore fact about Asele.
A cell.
Asel.
What you got for me, Ace?
He's very big on Ysera and dreams, even though he is devoted to the light.
Ysera was the green dragon aspect from World of Warcraft.
Oh, okay. Aspect of dreams. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just stick this over here. Sup, Bard? Green
Hey,
dragon
it's
mom.
Scond.
That's right. That's the one that like got killed, resurrected, and then like did a bunch of stuff, right?
Yezra? Yes.
Yeah, I think I saw a little bit of that.
Yep, her return was a big thing in the Shadowlands expansion, which happened previously.
All right. Now, next up on our list of all the gods, yes, she got infected with the nightmare and died in Legion. Turned in the expansion we will not name. That's right. Is that a Sam I hear? I don't think you hear a Sam.
I don't hear her, Sam. Who's where?
You got my avatar on screen?
Yeah, I'm looking at your screen right now.
Oh, okay. Well, that solves a bunch of stuff, right?
Oh,
No.
I see, Bard. No, Bard. This is not a relative of mine. This is one of my friends who I do IRL game night with.
This is default. So, I think we ran a dungeon a long time ago. I ran a dungeon with your guild at some point. Back in, I think it was Shadowlands? No. Maybe? I ran one dungeon with you. Please. Shit, people. The presence of people scares you. Do not worry. I am a slime. Purely a slime. No former relation to dragons. All right. What's the next guy you got for me?
Why is... Okay, I'm not going to mention Dual Brawl because he's not really relevant till later. So next is Aristil. E-E-R, or E-R-A.
Hold on. Sorry, I gotta hurt his feelings. What was it again?
Aristil. ERASTIL.
So also we can only see your avatar. Oh my god. I think I did see that. I think I saw only your black screen when I was looking at your stream earlier.
Yeah, right now I've got the Pathfinder Gods and Monsters or Gods and Magic book open because I wasn't able to get your avatar over here.
Hang on. Hold on.
But if you want to send me PNG, because I know you have a clean one.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we can only see your avatar. Okay, hold up. Do you have the ability to do image reactions on your OBS?
I might. Let me look.
Hold up. Oh, no, wait, hold up. Wait, Discord, obey me. Go where I'm telling you to go. Unless you just want to do like a window capture and just put my stream in like a little tiny corner. That could work too.
Yeah, I suppose I could do that. Add source.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull that up too. We'll just do a window capture. Oh, wait, I already have one. It's the internet capture. You got this. I believe in you.
Well, that makes one of us.
Pull that up a bit. We need that right about there. That working? Yeah. But get remote. Then I need to hide this shit, which means I need to press F11. Ah, that was too big. Not what I meant to do. Go smaller. Just not obeying me. All right, whatever. Watch us never work. Watch us work and edit streams. This is how it always works.
Come on, it's not a stream without some scuff.
Perfect. I think I got it working here. Yes. If I just pull the top of the bar up, then it hides the thing. All right, easy solution here. Oh, you just got that window open?
Yeah, that's what I was going to do, but now I'm going to see about getting your source in there one moment. Okay, I found it.
I don't like to listen. Ian VTubing has always and will ever be a scum magnet. Perfect. Yeah, just okay. So do what I did and just pull the top of your browser to like the top of the window so it's not Okay. Well, just perfect. Yeah. And then you just lift it up so that the top of your internet browser is not showing into the screen.
Done and done.
Yep. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
Even more than that?
Perfect.
Oh, okay. Great.
Right there. Haven't got my model to work like ever. Don't worry, I know a little bit about putting stuff like that together. All you gotta do, like right now, I currently have an image reaction so that whenever me or Zero speaks, the image will just pop up and down.
Booga booga.
And right now, Zero's avatar is pointing its gun directly at Microsoft Edge. You just can't see it because my other screen was in the way. Because Edge deserves to die, of course. And then we'll pull that. Oh, God. That just ruined everything. Clip Studio, why are you a butt? Okay. Aristil. What you got for me with Aristil?
Let's see here. Got lawful good god. Where is his? Yeah, got a family, farming, hunting, and trade. Generally, good dude. Not going to comment on that one because I don't know what default's rules for that is.
Out of being a Republican.
Like, just so that we don't throw anybody under the bus, like actual Republican, what they're, what they claim to be.
Hey, don't worry. I'm a slime. I am unpartisan. I am not involved in American politics.
Funny enough, neither am I.
Look, just international politics, maybe, I might be against the Geneva Convention in certain areas, but...
Alright, next up would be Pathfinder's equivalent to the god of nature, Gozre. Gozreh.
Wait, what was it again?
Gozre.
Sorry, spell it again.
Oh, Gozreh.
Goes Rhea.
Take the A out and you got it.
Wait. That goes Reh. Alright. What was he a god of?
Nature.
Definitely. Got it. Alright. Man, you must not get that well along with Esther.
Aristil's got his great points, and then he's also done a lot of expansions since first edition Pathfinder. So, in second edition Pathfinder, he's actually expanded his clergy to include the ladies. Because initially, ladies were not allowed to be clerics of Aristil. But things have changed.
He's being slightly more progressive.
Yes.
No wonder he's the god of Republicans. We have to allow.
Funny enough,
Sorry.
Aristil and Abadar actually come to blows on occasion because Aristil likes small communities where people can actually gather, gain like social and friendly behavior to each other. You don't see that kind of thing in a big city like with Abadar.
I ain't one of these city slickers. Get off my lawn. It's more than that I'm in a game where some followers of Esther are jerks.
I mean, they can be. Up next is a special deity. This is one that doesn't get talked about very often, but he's been around a very, very long time. Minderhall.
Minderhall. Not to be confused with the meat hall.
No, definitely not. Because Minderhall is the stone giant god of smithing.
You know, there might be a mead hall inside of Minder Hall. Now that I think about it.
Hard to say. I'm not going to open him up to find out.
Where there's a pickaxe, there's a way.
Also, in his name, take one L off and you got it.
Fine, he'll be Minderhow. Sorry, Dave, but your gold isn't pure enough.
Squish.
After an Estriel are basically that meme gif from Godzilla vs. Kong. Let them fight? Yes! Let them fight. I just realized that I have your display covering up my totally normal thing. Everything is fine. Don't worry about it.
Sure.
Okay.
Next on this list is your least favorite deity of all time, Pharasma.
Ah, yes. I know Pharasma.
Pharas MA.
Oh, there's a Z in there. Hold up. Or is there a Z?
No, there is not.
Okay. Sorry. You said RASMA?
Yeah.
The goddess of post-death paperwork.
That's honestly not a bad description of what she is.
What's his name? What's his name from the, what is it? King, what's his name? King whatever from the, sorry, from the Buddhist, King Yama. King Yama.
Yeah.
Pharasma is King Yama. Literally. You could also go Hades from the game Hades.
Yeah, you could go that route. Although she's a lot more level-headed than Hades is.
Yeah, definitely King Yama then.
And then I
Very
can't
powerful.
quite see your paper. You already got Sarin Ray on there, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, do I not? Do I have a cup? Oh, you're looking in your top left, right?
I'm looking at your... I've got your stream up in the other window, so I'm farming you for points. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm farming you. You literally have your own stream in your tiny window too, which has my stream in it, which has your stream in it. It's streamception up in here. Don't worry about it.
All right. And then last on the on the list here is Torag, Torag.
So Mr. Torb here, right?
He is the god of dwarves, yes.
No, did I spell that right? I don't think I spelled that right.
No, you didn't, but it's funnier that way.
Well, because being legally distinct from Moradin.
But yeah, at the beginning of this incarnation of Pathfinder's universe, those were the gods that were present. There were other entities present, like Yog Sothoth, but I'm not going to go through and take the time to list all of those guys. Mostly because then I'd have to look up how to spell them.
Okay, so which one did what?
Well, Pharasma, I would say that she is still the oldest deity in existence because she is the sole survivor from the previous incarnation of the universe brought over to this one. Let's see here. In the beginning, there was stuff, and it was just floating around, and it was a ton of chaos. And there was the abyss. And the abyss was the abyss. That's where the bad things were coming from. And then, when the baddest thing came out of the abyss, Rovagug, all the other deities teamed up to try and stop Rovagug, and then they put him in a box, and then they put a planet around that box, and then they skewered that box with several pylons, and then Sarenrae lit him on fire, and he's been in that box ever since.
Got it. So he's been locked in a box.
Yep, and he's starting to wake up, which is bad. You could have just put legally distinct Mord in.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Winry's also right. It's wild that the Cthulhu mythos is in Pathfinder.
Yeah, just the straight up, just the Cthulhu mythos, just part of Pathfinder.
Gotta love it when stuff goes free domain.
So, you know, just all of that dealing with it, including the dogs that hunt you through time.
Yeah.
Which will probably be relevant in our campaigns at some point, considering how much time fuckery we have going on with Shavron and Eclipse and just...
Oh, Lord, I don't even want to think about fourth dimensional fuckery right now.
Don't worry, I'll think about it for you.
I was just the angry barbarian that killed things with swords. Just let me kill things.
About that, we're going to take you outside of your time and place in the alternate dimension of just war and bring you into a new place.
Well, at least that's going to be the more mellow and yellow Baylor.
I mean, yes, technically.
Oh yeah, Bard was there for that one. When we were dealing with Hastur in one of my campaigns beforehand, he was involved with that.
Ah, yes, Hastur. Gotta love Hastur. I just want to share my book. It's a bestseller.
I don't even want you to review it. I just want you to read.
Here, I'll give it to you for free. Just read it and tell me what you think. Buy one, get one free.
You get a book for free. I get everywhere within 10 miles of your place you're standing for free. Win-win.
Master Outer God of Wattpad. That poor Pathfinder to that damn book. To be fair, there's a lot of scary stuff in Pathfinder outside of Hastur and the Cthulhu mythos.
I mean, let's not put it past with D&D as well. They got some really terrifying stuff too.
Yeah, have you heard about the beast that can just put you in space?
I mean, besides any throwing specialized barbarian, I think so. What?
Well,
Can you give me a name?
it's a oh, what was it? It was an outer god, not. It was an outer thing back when they were dealing with some Cthulhu mythos back in I think third edition, where they it can literally, if it comes from you, because it comes from the plane of like chaos or whatever, if it comes at you, it can just select a target within like 10 feet and space it. Actually throw it so hard that it ends up in space.
Oh, so it's basically got the reverse imprison spell as a spell like ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like something
No,
that would have been in
it's gonna be
Monster
freaking
Manual
Cyclops.
4 or 5.
Pathfinder has Zone Catheron. D&D has Jeremy Crawford.
We're not ready to unpack Zonkuthon yet. We're not there yet, Winry. Put that back in the box. And then throw that box in the river.
Wait, I thought Ravagud was in the box. Does he go in the box with Ragathud?
Oh, no, he has his own box. And the reason why I'm making that joke is because Zonkuthon is basically a Cenobite from Hellraiser.
We have such things to show you.
Yeah, literally, that's him. Because one of the deities that we mentioned or didn't mention on this list, well, no, we mentioned Dual Brawl. Dual Brawl is
Not
Zonkuthon,
relevant.
except he went out beyond the edge of reality to see what was out there, and when he came back, he was a freaking psychopath. He stopped being called
Okay.
Dual Brawl and then started going by Zonkuthon.
Got it. So,
We're not just listing off all of Pathfinder's deities, are we? Because we're going to be here all night.
no, I was asking, all right, who is important? Like, who's behind the beginning of this world? We just talked about how Pharasma was around since the beginning.
Okay, so Pharasma is definitely the architect for the beginning of the universe. And then the stuff that happened after that was probably a combination of her plan and Yogg-Sothoth's meddling.
Got it. So Yogg-Sothoth has been meddling with all her. She's been being like, "Oh yes, everything is according to this fate," and Yogg-Sothoth coming in like, "And along came Zeus."
Yeah. Minus the
Sounds
part
like him.
where minus the part where Pharasma was like, I'm planning on Zeus showing up.
Minus the part where that happened. So like it didn't happen.
Oh no, we've had this painful discussion before, so to save everybody here a very long chat, the only time that Pharasma did not anticipate something is when the god of humanity, whose name is escaping me at the moment, when he died. Everything else, she basically has in her paperwork. Arden, yes, thank you, Winry.
Did he die as a human or did he die as a god?
He died as a god, actually, and that's what really blew people's minds, is because, one, gods can die, and two, the prophecy that ordained his return was proven wrong, which means that fate can be defied by some ability. And that really, rustled Pharasma's jimmies, and that threw a lot of chaos into the material plane.
Sounds like my favorite time.
Hey, I told you, there is a spell specifically to piss off Pharasma in Pathfinder. Judgment Undone, I believe it's called.
Just have someone just running around in Time Stop, just throwing around like 3 of those.
I think that spell takes like an hour to cast.
Ah, well.
But in any case, we're getting sidetracked. What's next?
Okay, so everything was according to Pharasma's plot, including along came Zeus. And then Zeus came along, shit hit the fan as expected, except for the fact that some of the shit got onto Aradin and he died.
Exactly.
Which wasn't supposed to happen.
Correct.
It says so right here in the book of things that are supposed to happen. That was not here.
Yep, and that book is labeled Prophecy.
Let me open a new line. All right.
Yes, the spell was in fact named Judgment Undone. It's a 10-minute cast, and you need 50 grand worth of diamond to cast it.
Well, only 10 minutes. Let me do some quick math here. Let's see. With a level... Hold on. Let me just put my calculator here on screen, you know?
The other stipulation would be the Petitioner, otherwise known as the soul, that you are trying to undo the judgment of, needs to be willing to be a willing target.
Okay. And this is a level 9 spell, right?
Correct. It's a big boy spell.
All right, so if I remember correctly, one could theoretically cast about 4 9th level spells. -1 for time stop, meaning 3 times. Unless you had some ability, like a mythic ability, that could like grant you more 9th level spells, or had a spell stored for a time stop.
Yeah,
as opposed to that.
Or if you're a mythic character, you could cast the mythic version of Time Stop.
Right, which would allow you to cast at least 3 to 4 Judgment Undones within a span of 2 seconds. But, like, theoretically, if you could, like, infinitely recover your 9th level spell slots, let's see here. 21 level mage. Because Mythic Time Stop gives you an hour per mage level, so that's 21 times 60 divided by 10. Yep, not 4. Meaning you could theoretically cast 126 Judgments Undone, if you could find a way to infinitely renew your spell slots.
Yeah, the next big issue with that one is that, Pharasma Psychompomps are going to show up during the time stop, and then when your time stop drops, you have to deal with all of them that showed up.
Right. This is where you get the plane shift. You better hope you save a spell slot for that.
And Ulthros, let me see which one that is.
All right.
Because if that's the one that's... Oh yeah, that's a challenge rating 17 Psychompomp.
So yeah, obviously, Aspu and Dahawk don't like each other.
Absolutely.
And no, let me move it. There we go. Abador and Estriel do not like each other either.
No, but they at least respect each other. They're both lawful deities. One is neutral, one is good.
Respect each other in the form of, I want to beat you in the face, kind of respect each other.
You're a little confused, but you're all right.
Yeah. It's like, I respect him a lot. I respect him enough to have a perfectly respectful boxing match with him.
Yeah, and we'll play by rules, and we'll be fair, and I'll kick his ass.
And then we'll fight on each other on who gets to kick each other's ass. All right. Now, which one was the god that, like, is gonna fall down and, like, kill Pharasma?
Oh, that's the moon. Grotus.
moon. Grotus, that's it. Grotus the moon. That's the one that Harim really likes.
Yes,
From,
that is his patron deity.
I can't believe that I got on well with that guy.
Well, Harim's awesome. I like him. He's a really interesting take on you don't see clerics like that in games a lot. Grodius's name is spelled Groetus.
Oh, what? E-T-U-S?
Yeah, his name is pronounced Grotus. My bad.
Grodius, got it. Then Desna seems to be working with Pharasma. Oh, we should swap these two.
Yeah, Desna is a chaotic good deity, and she is or goddess of travel and dreams. So yeah, she gets along pretty good with most deities.
I wonder if there's some fights between Netherhall and Torgag over who gets the right to mine up the gold.
More than likely, yes, because at least in first edition, dwarves did have the hatred racial versus giants.
Ah.
I can't quote for second edition. Disclaimer for everyone who may be listening to this or
Big and the
checking out the
smalls
mod.
don't like each other.
I don't know everything about second edition.
That's fine. It's fine. It's definitely. I'm pretty sure that's okay. And Revgod God of Destruction is just like over here. Alright. So we got a little bit of stuff going on. Everything is according. So then, if we were walking around, minding our own business, and suddenly the Pantheon started getting changed because a human god freaking died, how would we chair?
Well, if you're a Chilaxian, you would be panicking. If you're anybody else, you would be horrified.
Wasn't Chilax the one that fell into the hell? Or am I thinking of something else?
No, you are partially correct. Chilax did make a deal with hell. So the demon or devils got a foothold in the material plane because of them. Because Cheliax was basically where Aradin was based out of and where he was from.
So like the big god in charge of getting rid of the frickin' devils suddenly just up and dies, and you'd be panicking too. It's like, it's okay, guys. The god of humanity's right here to help us.
Bleh.
Oh god, he's dead. Freaking demon worshipping assholes. Yeah. Can't deny their power, but can't like it either. Then there was the place where the freaking two mages just kind of had a big old pissing match and just blew everything up.
Oh yes, Nex and Geb. Yeah, their countries are pretty well and utterly foobarred.
I'm too Andorian to go to Chillax.
Andoran. Fantasy colonial America.
Oh, come now. You could always run a crusade there. There is a campaign that's literally about running crusade into Chillax, isn't it? Wasn't that like the first mythic one? No, that was like defending the wall, if I remember correctly, and then you
Yeah,
had to go
that's
fight.
the World Wound. You're talking about Wrath of the Righteous.
Yeah, that was the one. I played like a one session in that before.
Before your
I'm not.
team fell apart.
Yeah, I I think that was back with rule rules lawyer Mr. M.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, that a lot of campaigns fell apart like that. My first Kingmaker campaign fell apart in because he was the DM, and this fucking guy that was playing with us just decided, he's like, all right, our plan is simple. We're all going to stealth in, act like merchants, bringing a whole cart of goods, and have actual goods, so we can get into the Stag Lord's thing and just, run around as merchants. So
Yeah, and then as I
Mr. M,
recall from the story, you got into the gate, and the first thing you did is tried to shank the Stag Lord
well, here's the thing.
in
Mr.
broad
M played
daylight.
Mr. M played the Stag Lord as actually believing us. Like, he's like, "Holy shit, this is great. Come on in. Here's me and all of my elite members. We've all come to greet you because this is cool. This is a real bro move. You can come ride it." And as he was like, well, as he was literally about to finish it, the freaking guy's like, "Yeah, I'm a paladin, so I'm gonna rush in and stab him." I'm like, that's not how lawful good works. He's like, "Yeah, I don't care." So anyway, Mr. M, of course, just played it as it was going, and we uh most of us died.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised by that, because if you're fighting all of the elites with the mooks right nearby, that's like 30 people all at once at what was that, like level 3?
Yeah, I think we were level 3 at, we might have been level 4 because we like did literally everything.
Yeah, that's a good night kiss right there.
Yeah, literally the only one that got away was me because I was a druid and I had to sacrifice my animal companion to uh to escape because panthers have a run speed of 40 feet.
Oh.
So I could get away in wild shape form, but my animal companion died and literally everyone else in the party wiped. But that's aside.
Yeah. That's a shame that happened.
Ah, well.
Alright, so what's our
I'm much
next
better
stop?
playing with people who aren't lawful stupid.
Yeah.
Let's see. Speaking of Chillax and the human god that died, they're kind of like, what is the god that's in charge of Chillax right now? Like, who are they serving?
Technically speaking, Asmodeus.
Oh, right, Asmodeus. If I remember about Asmodeus, he was literally an angel that got fed up with how heaven was dealing with the endless war. So he went and campaigned to just like fight them. I'm losing my brain here.
No, it's alright. Let
I
me
only
help
have
you
like
out.
one cell to work with. Give me a moment. And then he had his methods were questionable, and he got pulled up in front of all of the heavenly court, and he's like, "Oh, well, if you have a problem with it, attack me now," or something. And a whole bunch of angels started to attack him, and which caused them to fall because they were not supposed to break the rules of the court. So he immediately gained a whole bunch of like fallen angels to fight the endless war.
I believe that's there's a couple of different stories
Might be
lumped in
D&D
there,
lore.
but the Pathfinder one in particular is that Asmodeus was around at the beginning of creation because he was the twin brother of a good deity who he murdered.
Oh, that's the guy that was dead. This
No,
guy
that's
dead.
not Aradin. Aradin came around later.
No, we didn't mention the god that was dead because he literally was just dead to be a dead guy for the other god. This is what you were talking about earlier.
Surprisingly, no. There are several gods that I didn't bother talking about because in the mythos, their existence is rather pointless. The one that I was talking about earlier was like the god of beasts and travel. And he died, and nobody cared. Let me see. Where is Asmodeus' brother?
It's like, all right, who's this god? Oh, he died for someone else's important backstory. Okay, how about this god? Oh, he died for this person's important backstory. What about this guy? Oh, he lived up until he died. You know, to add drama. He wasn't supposed to die, but, you know, we thought it would be really cool if he did. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, there's the devils versus the demons, and one of them works for the abyss, and the other is like
They have
like
the 9 hells.
yeah, it's like the 9 hells versus the endless layers of the abyss.
Correct. And that's actually very similar to Dungeons and Dragons mythos as well.
Right. And the 9 hells are pretty much fucking evil, but they also are like the chaotic or the evil good of the world, because
They're
like,
the lawful evil. They're evil with standards.
Yeah. Well, my point is like, without them, the abyss would overrun everything.
Correct.
So like, it's a net positive to have them around, but they're also fucking evil. It's like lawyers. Without them, we'd be lost.
For the record, Asmodeus' brother was named Ehis.
Ehis is dead.
Yep, it's IHYS.
Adding him to the dead tally. Ehis is dead. Stand him vertical so that his little crossbars can be seen in the dead.
Bleh.
One more gravestone. All right. Next. Okay, so Chillax is currently being ran by Asmodeus, and they have a real solid foothold on not Terra. What was it?
Galarian.
It's not Eberron. Galarian, that's it. Solid foothold on Galarian. Then, do we have any other gods that have as strong as a foothold as Asmodeus does?
Not as strong, no. I would say that as far as deities are concerned, the next one of concern would probably be Rovagug if he wakes up.
Right,
Otherwise, Sarenrae dominates most of the Inner Sea, simply because the country to the east of the Inner Sea is huge about Sarenrae, specifically because they are the home of the cult of the Dawnflower.
So it's the cult of the Dawnflower is so massive that it overtakes a couple cities.
Yeah, if that. The cult of the Dawnflower is the militarized sect of Sarenrae's believers, and they are definitely not afraid to get too zealous, if you catch my drift.
Well, good for them. Depending on who they're fighting.
Yeah.
Unless it's me. In which case, bad for them.
So, several things happened. The planet in which formed around Rovagug's prison started to develop life, and that planet was Galarian.
Oh, so he's at the center of the planet.
Correct. So, that is
I wonder if
actually...
that has anything to do with Starfinder lore.
What? I'm sorry, say that again?
Sorry, I wonder if that has anything to do with Starfinder lore. Since the planet just up and disappeared, maybe he cracked out.
During the blink.
Yeah, and everyone's like, uh, maybe he cracked out, and we're just putting everyone off to the side while we're waiting for him to not do that.
Hmm.
Possibly. Can't keep his kids out of trouble.
That is very
I take
true. Rovagug's kids are, they're all basically what you would classify as an engine of destruction. Like, for example, Rovagug's favorite son is the Tarisk.
good old Tarask. That's what we're building Baylor to fight.
Yeah, Bard is very familiar with the Tarask, aren't you, Bard?
Taking on a date a couple times to a china shop specifically. We killed him.
It took a lot of work, and about a third of Varesia died, but they did kill the Tarisk in one of my campaigns, yes.
A noble sacrifice. Completely necessary. Also woke him up, but that's beside the point. Details, details. As long as he's dead, then he can't bother anyone, right? Right.
Yep, because he's actually dead, not pretend dead.
Hey, Darth. Welcome to Pathfinder Talk.
Howdy.
But actually, now that I thought about that, with does the Tarask exist in Vona?
Oh, you're talking about my setting. That I am still determining.
Because like we're having that whole thing where the three realms are uniting due to in part of I think in a three-way from Vecna and like something 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 that's blue.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, between those two and then a third party, we're having three realms unite, which means that the Tarask might show back up again. Not
Yeah,
the same one.
maybe. I might use one of
Not Fred
Rovagug's
the
other
Tarask.
kids just to mix it up a little.
Yeah, not Fred the Tarask, but Steve the Tarask. Completely different Tarask, by the way.
Yeah, we don't talk about the Forbidden Brother, Steve.
Took monk levels, he did. Started meditating in the mountains. Got himself a timeless body.
Alright, so what other questions for Pathfinder do you got right now?
Well, let's see. We got. It was. Chillax is a big party in the world, and that is currently ran by Asmodeus. Then we have Saren Ray having the big giant selection of the other part of the map because of a cult that went around and said, "Hey, do you believe in Saren Ray? No? Goodbye. Your your subscription to life has ended."
Yeah, so
we
we've
got-
got those two deities who probably are the most prominent. Obviously, you also have your racial-based deities like Torag, his brother, his daughter. There's a few in the Dwarven pantheon. Like looking at the books here for Gods and Magic, there is race-specific deities in several places. There's even a list of some of the dead gods here in the book as well. Like Arasni is one of the dead deities.
Is there no way I can open another window here? Don't mind me. Keep going.
Okay, so yeah, the three big dead deities are Arden, Arasni, and then Kirkanis, which was the god of beasts that I mentioned before. Like, I'm pretty confident that Kirkanis existed in the narrative only to give Desna the domain of travel.
All right, Gaming Fox wants me to know about the best god.
You're going to have to
Ooh,
be a lot more specific, but because if you're talking Caden Callion, he is high on my list, but he's not my favorite.
well, who's Gaming Fox's best god?
That would
Who's
definitely
their
be
Ocean?
Caden Callion then.
All right, well, there we go. Let's talk Caden Callion.
Ah, yes, Caden Callion, the drunken hero. The god of freedom, ale, wine, and bravery.
Hold it right there, right where it is, because I can actually see the spelling.
That deity, I think, has made 2 appearances in my campaigns so far because everybody keeps hyping this dude up.
Aiden is a homie. All right, tell me about Caden Callion.
So,
He's the
Caden Callion is known as the accidental god. And the reason why is because there's this thing on Galarian called the Starstone. The
Right.
Starstone has the ability to give people divinity. And there is a temple full of horribly dangerous monsters and traps in the center of the biggest city of the Inner Sea. One night, when Caden was drinking way too much, a friend of him dared him to go into the temple. So, Caden staggers into the temple drunk off his ass and wakes up the next day a god.
No one knows how.
He has no recollection of how he became a deity.
Sounds like he had a little. He might have just started drinking with Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl could probably bump him up to a deity status.
But yeah,
That's what he
Caden
reminds me
Callion
of.
is great because he's basically the deity that's very calm. He's very chill. He just wants people to have a good time. He doesn't want you to shy away from a fight if somebody's trying to start stuff. He's just generally the bro god, and he's always got a brewski on hand.
My God, he literally is Quetzalcoatl, minus the dragon aspect part.
Mm.
So yeah, definitely best god.
I do
So
like
far.
Caden Callion. He is absolutely hilarious in his lore in here. By the way, just as a quick promotion for those of you who don't have this book, the Gods and Magics PDF is actually a very reasonable price on Paizo's website. So if you can, support them.
Buy it now for a low price of exactly this amount of dollars that I'm not going to mention.
Well, I don't know how much it was. I got it out of a Humble Bundle box. Well, I suppose I could just scroll all the way to the bottom. The back cover should be in here.
Ooh, maybe.
Oh yeah, it's $18. That's what it was.
For the low price of $18, you too can learn the stories and histories of the gods of the pantheon of this book series, which I completely forgot the name of the Galarian.
And you also get this snazzy rendition of Pharasma on the back of the book.
Oh, there she is. Yeah, you also get that. Anyway. Anyway, more importantly, you get the life and trials of Caden Callion.
It is a very funny read, but like some of the highlights also included that he made his favorite lady of the evening his herald after her passing.
Hell yeah.
Let's see here. Best men to known to travel with Aristil and share drinks with Torag. He is coolly friendly with Gozare. Considers Iori too stuffy. Abadar bearable but too tolerant of oppression in the name of progress.
That's about right. God, if he didn't tax the alcohol, maybe I would like him a little bit more.
Well, that usually goes hand in hand with the slavery thing because Caden Callion is a god of freedom.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you're likable enough, but you keep taxing the alcohol and enslaving people. But really, it's more about the taxing the alcohol part. Jesus, man, can you stop that? I mean, I ain't gonna throw it in the harbor, but getting close.
But yeah, Caden Callion is a fantastic deity. Highly recommended if you just want to be the guy who is super chill and, if you're Robin Hood types, this is your god. This is him. Look no further.
Callion, god of Robin Hoods and drunken monks everywhere.
Let's see. There's plenty of other good deities in here, like Nethys, the god of magic. He's super neutral, and he's very much just like you. Furthering the research of magic, go do it. Go away.
Oh, that's right. That's a good old boy. God of magic. Forgot about him. What was his name again?
Nethys. Oh my god, we are going to go down this list, aren't we?
No, I'm going to speak a little bit about him. Scroll up a bit so I can just spell it out right off the page.
There you go.
Okay, lag. Okay. I remember. We might just be going through the list. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's all fun and dandy. We're all having fun speaking of shit on gods. It's fine.
Oh, well, yeah. It looks like Winry's the one who's talking smack about gods right now.
Yeah, well, I'm here for it. God, he's gonna play such a big role in what we got coming up because, God damn it.
Yep, and then the third or the old D&D version of the God of Magic was Bakub, as I recall. I don't recall who the deity of magic is in 5th edition.
Oh, what's her name? It's really big plot point. It's Mistra.
Oh, Mistra. Yeah, that's a Faerun goddess. That's right.
Yeah,
Mistra's that's the god right. But I keep forgetting Faerun is the primary campaign area.
Yeah, Mistra the Third is the goddess of magic. Yeah, 3 of them are named Mistra. Not to be confused with Mistra. Not to be confused with Mistra the Second. This is Mistra the Third, also just known as Mistra.
Yeah, Bakub was the one that I grew up with because I started in 3rd edition. Here, let me see.
Favorite is Ouija's, goddess of death, love, and magic. Ooh, that sounds really fun. Let me just write that down. I don't think.
Oh yeah, she was in the core rulebook for 3rd edition. She had very distinct evil Victorian mommy vibes.
Sorry, you said Victorian mommy vibes?
Evil Victorian mommy vibes.
Well, you just made that better. You didn't make that worse.
I was going to say, for who?
You know.
Yeah, there it is. Bakub, the Uncaring, Lord of all magics, Archmage of the deities.
Is it Archmage of all the deities?
Yep.
Alright, we'll talk about Bakub in just a moment here. Also, Death, Love, and Magic sounds like the title of a great heavy metal album. I just gotta say. Oh, if that Bakop looks like your standard mage, like, no wonder he's the god of magic.
Yeah, he's very. Let's go with vanilla.
Well, everyone needs a vanilla flavor so that chocolate can stand out more. And vanilla chocolate swirl is great, honestly.
There's wee Joss.
Vanilla magic. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely Victorian. Actually, you know what I'm getting from that? Looks like smarmy get. The cop god of don't care, didn't ask. Yeah, Wijaz looks like the Red Queen from Alice in Wonderland.
No, yeah, I could see it.
Off with their heads. You just you're just wandering around the Mad Mage's tower, and there's this guy there that like doesn't want to be fucking bothered. No one knows who he is except for the Mad Mage. And it's just Bakab just sitting there playing bowling with the Mad Mage.
Talking magical theory while he's trying to pick up a spare.
Yep. Talking magical theory. Complaining about the new gods of magic and the new way of doing things these days. When it's really just nice to get out and put on your little shoes and go bowling once in a while, you know?
You know, I do
Forget the
absolutely
weave.
find fascinating the way that D&D handles their evolution of magic, quote unquote. Where every edition is basically in the timeline. It's just a different way that magic was learned in a different setting, but it's also in a progressive method. So, like back
Right.
in second edition, you had your 10th level spells and, God forbid, your 11th level spells. But then everybody after that was just like, no more. That ain't happening no more. This stuff is too dangerous. So they just hard
Fun,
capped it at 9.
funnily enough, it's not hard capped at 9, according to the lore of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, but finding the secrets for 10th level spells is going to be a brutally difficult task.
Yes, and even if you do find the secrets, actually learning a 10th level spell is the worst. Have I gone over this?
I think we have at several points, but like
All right.
the point that I was getting at was also that, with ninth, with 10th and 11th level spells, you can't do that in 3rd edition. But they did give you epic spells, which were kind of like a side grade to those levels of spell.
Right, right. These spells aren't covered by the traditional 9 levels of spells, so we're gonna make this really cool for so that you could have it for like a end of campaign unlock kind of thing.
Yeah, assuming you could get that high enough because there was no level cap in 3rd edition.
Yep.
Because let me see, as I recall, Ruin, which was one of my more favorite of the epic level spells because it was super straightforward, do a ton of damage in a line. Like, that was the entire spell. In order to have a 50% chance of getting that spell off, you needed to be at least level 24 in an arcane spellcasting class. Because you needed 24 ranks in spellcraft.
Damn.
Yeah, so, and then the DC in order to cast Ruin was like 4850, somewhere in there.
Yeah. So, yeah, I like it how it's just like, oh yes, what happened between these two versions? Well, Mister got stabbed. So it completely changed the version of the game.
Yeah, basically the planet started falling apart, and that's where you get the infamous Apocalypse Stone adventure path for second edition.
Yeah, that was that one. I know the one where the guy literally like ripped Mistra out of heaven to use for his weave, Karsus's weave. Good old Karsus. Yeah, that's how he changed from one version to the next version. Is he literally ripped Mistra asunder?
Yeah, I don't remember what edition that was in. Faerun is not my strong suit.
That might be like zero edition. Might be the prelude to everything.
Could be. That would be Greyhawk.
Yeah, but technically they're all connected due to how. Oh, not. I was gonna say StarCraft, but that's not what I'm thinking of. It's it's StarCraft.
What are you
When you
talking
craft
about? Like,
spaceships and
oh, Spelljammer.
Spelljammers. That's it. Due to Spelljammer lore, all universes are connected due to how the Spelljammer ships work. Like the each different universe is located within a side of a universe ball, essentially, with so many ruins carved on the outside of it that it's insane. Portals to the astral plane are opening up constantly, which allow you, well, not astral plane, sorry, the plane of plasma and pure light are opening up constantly on the surface of this ball, and through very brief intervals, there are portals that allow you to go through the sphere from the inside to the outside, which are only maintained by a string of people walking on the outside of this ball chanting endlessly.
Yeah, I do remember talking about that one. I think we were talking with Unoriginal about that one because he had to do a lot of Netheril research.
Yeah. And so you can go from this sphere to another sphere. So from Faerun to Greyhawk, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
But each of these spheres are basically isolated solar systems that exist with the various different pantheons inside of them. So you can travel between them, but it is a long process to do it. And you're basically going through the flow of chaos and magic from one sphere to the other. Much safer travel within the spheres than it is between the spheres.
I would say, yeah, you're because out there. I don't know if I don't recall if D&D uses the same term, but basically you're talking about going through a field of raw quintessence, the chaotic stuff that makes up the base molecules of the universe.
Yep, quintessence. That was the word I was looking for. Yeah, you have rivers of quintessence that flow from the spheres to the other spheres, and you can ride these between them all. The ones that are mapped out the most are between Greyhawk, Faerun, and is Greyhawk Dragonlance? You know that one.
Well, yeah, Greyhawk is the name of that setting. As for the name of the planet that Greyhawk takes place on, I have no idea.
I think it might just be called Greyhawk. I don't remember.
It may be. That was a Gygax thing. It was kind of just loosey-goosey. They didn't really have a setting until Faerun came along.
Yeah, Faerun. Oh, Forgotten Realms, I think it was.
Yeah, that's Faerun.
Oh, that is Faerun. Never mind. But I think, yeah, I thought there were 3.
Well, you had Greyhawk, you had Faerun, you had Eberron.
That was
Dark Sun, which was technically its own thing. And then,
Yeah.
of course, Ravenloft.
So yeah, you can travel between all of these, but theoretically, in the lore, if you go further through the quintessence, you can actually find, well, anything you want. They made it specifically there so that they could collaborate with other role playing systems if they wanted to. For example, you could when the OGL was actually enforced as the OGL and not whatever Wizards of the Coast is trying to do right now, you could find the Pathfinder world out there.
Right.
And what they're doing with the final adventure path in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition with Vecna
The
is
Eve
they're
of Ruin,
basically, yeah, they're like breaking all 4 of the realms down so that they can all be combined into something. Maybe, possibly, something like that. Anyway, he's trying to blow up everything.
Man, I hope whatever realm ends up next to Dementilu has some good defenses. They're gonna need it.
Yeah. But yeah, between that and the Starfinder way of just absorbing other planes of existence through the warp drives, you could pretty much walk any of these gods to another realm if you want to. But yeah, as for the rules of magic, they operate specifically within those different spheres.
Right.
And I also agree that I like how it goes progressively through the different versions. How it goes from like one god to the next or one event to the next, which is what changes the versions. I may not like the version, but I do appreciate the transfer. Yeah, I believe it was Mistra being stabbed so that they could make the Shadow Weave, which is what changed it from 3.5 to 4th edition.
Oh, yeah, I can't comment on that because I don't remember what the transition from 4th was. When 4th edition happened, I think what ended up happening with me is that I only ended up playing like 2, maybe 3 sessions of 4th, and then everybody I was around at the time, we just abandoned it.
Yeah, I was part of the people that were around, so
Mm-hmm.
I bought the player's handbook for Unoriginal for his birthday, and it's like, yeah, you wanted to play a sorcerer with the new version, right? So I brought you this player's handbook so you can play sorcerer. Guess what wasn't in the player's handbook?
Ugh, yeah, that was an ordeal.
Well, they tried to make it a board game.
And I mean, it works fine as a board game.
Yeah, when they finally released board games of it, it actually is really good. Actually, playing it as a RPG system is a little bit different.
Yeah, that's pretty bland.
Yeah, that being said, there was this one D&D book series I was reading that like took place with a lich in it, and there was a bunch of other stuff going on. But in the middle of that, D&D switched from 3.5 to 4th edition. And the cool part is that all the writers get this as a point in time where they're like, oh, okay, so this is a canon event and we all have to deal with it in our shared universe kind of thing. So you literally got to see like the characters' reactions as the literal world shifted around them from one version to the next.
Yeah, I think I remember the lich you're talking about. I think his name began with an A. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't Alzin Rex. It was another guy. I think the other guy was the guy who created the Tomb of Annihilation, the worst Tomb of Horrors.
Yeah. The
Acheron?
that was
Acherak? I can't remember.
no, I don't know. But anyway, he had a buddy that he was like taking over the world with that was a monk, and the monk like had the ability to live forever, and he's just like, I am so sad because all the people I know died, and everyone get to know ends up dying.
Funny enough, Pathfinder actually has a monk deity that managed to, perfect his craft so much that he became a god in his own right.
Ooh, who's this guy?
That would be Iori. The god of history, knowledge, and self perfection. Iori's pretty dope. It's
What is the spelling? Actually, I might just put Eeyore here. Okay. Yes, they got two R's in their names. Oh, wait. So, God of History and Monkhood.
knowledge and self perfection.
God dang it, keyboard. Obey me.
Keyboard be like, no.
Yeah, so I had to get like a new keyboard, right? And the I was like, "Oh, hey, this one has some really cool keys on it. This should be really good." It's like they recommend like cherry keys. So it's like red cherry keys, but unfortunately that means they're really sensitive, and I should have gone with little bit less sensitive keys.
Ah. You'll
Not
get used to
importance.
it. Just takes practice.
No, I mean like it's not about getting used to it. It's literally like if I press a key and I don't watch it, it'll press the key twice.
Take
Like
that
if I were
E
to
out of
just
his name and you got it.
yeah, like very soft, and I still got an S out of that. Wait, E out of his name?
Yeah, his name is Irori.
Oh, it's IR, not ER. Sorry, I can't. It sounded like Eeyore, so I was like, ah, yes, Eeyore, perfect. The Buddhist monk Eeyore.
Well, I guess I should contemplate the universe.
I've been here contemplating the universe because I don't got nothing.
But yeah, Iori gets along just fine because one of one of the things he had to shed from his, I guess, from his soul, you should say, would be his attachment to others. So this guy is like true neutral, or no, he is lawful neutral. So he does have like principles and standards, but they are his own. They're all about self perfection and being fair and equal.
Right. Yeah, he'd come on by and get Hiyori's new book on getting your shit together. Patron saints of Iori actually had just cornered the market on self-improvement books.
I mean, to be honest, if he had a self improvement book, I would have bought it.
Just as long as it's not the second self-improvement book you buy.
Nope.
The all right, so Iori is god of knowledge and improvement. I keep wanting to say self-importance, but that's not it at all. That's a different god.
No. That's Eclipse.
You're about to say Malzir too.
Well, I was about to say Maldea,
Oh, right.
but I wanted to backpedal on that one.
Right. Philip's ain't a god. Not at the moment.
Not yet. We'll
Got a
see what
weird cult
happens.
following. Got a weird cult following, but not a god.
All right, let's see. Is there anyone else on this list that's notable? I mean, Shellen is the goddess of the arts. Doesn't really like the big thing that she's known for is being Zon-Kuthan's younger half sister.
Ah, well, it's only the part about Zon-Kuthan being Zon-Kuthan is the relevant part. Back when he was Jabal, nothing about that is relevant.
Yeah. Let's see. There's Imode. She's the god. She's basically the paladin goddess. She's pretty rad. But I mean, she's super straightforward. Like, it's really hard not to have a paladin god and not be a paladin, you know?
Yeah. It's the paladin god for people who don't want to be the paladins of Serenre.
Norgorber, I would say the only notable thing about him is that he's one of the few mortals who attained deity status with the Starstone. Otherwise, he's the god of murder.
God of murder.
Yep,
I wonder how he got his title. I bet he got it by selling puppies to those who needed them.
Absolutely.
Those puppies might have been hellhounds that killed the people that needed them, but details.
But yeah, then there is a smattering of other deities. Like, you've got some dwarf gods in here, like
Wait.
Wow, okay.
Sorry,
I had to double take because I was wondering why the hell he's in here, because he's not a god. This guy right here, Razmir, he's not a god. There's an adventure path to find out that he's not a god. Spoiler alert.
He's not a god?
He's not a god, he's just a 19th level wizard.
Oh my god.
Zyphus.
If I had a gold coin for every 19th level wizard that everyone thought was a god, I'd have 3 to 4 coins.
I mean, 3 to 4 ounces of gold would get you pretty damn far right now.
Yeah, I know. My dad is currently dismantling a bunch of PCs that he has sitting around so that he can get about that much gold. I think he told me that it would get him about like 600 to like 1,000, depending on the purity. Razmir is the god of being a punk. Norgorber is just 3 halflings in a trench coat.
Yeah, an ounce of gold is roughly going at $2,600 right now, USD.
Worth it. That's why they're gold-plated, air quotes. Not even gold.
But yeah, Winry is absolutely right. Razmir has got to being a punk.
He looks it with that kind of outfit.
Zyphus.
I know nothing about him, but
I gotta give Zyphus a little credit. He's basically if Final Destination was a god.
And who's this middle one?
Savannah?
I
actually don't know Savannah. Let's take a look here.
It says other gods.
The Seventh Veil. Savannah's illusionists may become priests of the church, and their shadow conjuration spells can duplicate conjuration healing spells. Veiled witches of Irison have been seen in Razmiran, perhaps as envoys from Baba Yaga to the living god or out of an interest in exchanging magic. Huh. Hold on. This requires more research.
Live research. Who the heck is this person?
Oh, patron goddess of illusion magic.
Sounded like it. The version of her in Dungeons and Dragons sounds more powerful.
Oh, that was Garl Glittergold, wasn't it?
Oh, what?
Oh, I'm thinking 3rd edition. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm talking about the Raven Queen at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Since she freaking stole part of the weave and turned it into the Shadow Weave, she's basically helped illusion magic become solid. Like, people that follow her level of illusion magic get like a 20% solidifying factor to their illusions, if I remember correctly. Because they
Oh
can
yeah, to
weave
make
the
their
shadow
illusions
stuff into it.
semi-tangible. Yeah.
Yeah. She does it using the shadow level of Dungeons and Dragons addition to the Shadow Weave. I think you can also find Ravenloft in the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, it's part of the Shadow Fae.
Yeah, that's it, Shadow
Unfortunately.
Fae. Because everything is fairies in Dungeons and Dragons, don't you know?
Well, I mean, in 5th edition, that is absolutely true. Goblins aren't
Yeah.
the Fae did it.
It's
like that is so context for the viewers. That is one thing that we as folks in real life had a huge laugh about with 5th edition is that a majority of the lore basically boils down to the phrase the Fae did it.
yeah, goblins, the Fae did it. Dragons, the Fae did it.
Ravenloft, the Fae did it.
Yep.
And that's why I keep my old Ravenloft books.
What it actually came about, it from watching the lore over time, is what happened is that Wizards of the Coast really wasn't paying much attention to their lore, so they kind of let the Fae plant grow out of control, and now they're just you walked into their house, they have this plant growing out of control, literally everywhere in their building, and they're going around like, this was intentional. The Fae. Yep, intentionally Fae. This over here, well, I can't credit the original authors because that would give them a leg to stand on in getting their art separated from Wizards of the Coast. So obviously it's the Fae. It's like, this is what happens when you like leave a building unattended. Is just the Fae crawl over it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's quite literally the history of the Fae inside of like Europe and mostly Europe.
Oh,
England,
hey, I
that
forgot
was the
that
part I was thinking.
Kurgris was in this book. I love
Who,
Kurgis.
Oh, Kurgus.
Kurgis is the god of sportsmanship.
Ah, that's why his thing is a death ball.
Oh no, that's Grotus.
Oh, that's okay. That's Grotus.
Yeah,
right,
Kurgis is the flexing arm with the broken chain.
Ah, okay. And we
Kurgis
have,
is
like-
also the son of Caden Callion and Desna.
Caden Callion fucked the god of the dreams.
According to this book, yes.
Well, it seemed like they had a very sportsmanship time. Or
As long
very
as
good
they-
sporting time.
The strongman demigod was a favorite of Caden Callion and oh, wait, no, I may be wrong. Was a favorite of Caden Callion and Desna in life, and it is commonly understood that those two deities helped elevate him to divinity after his death. Some believe he is actually their half-mortal son. His traveling priests are welcomed at temples of Caden and Desna with open arms.
Okay, so it's more of the VTuber parents kind of thing,
Yep.
where they get like an artist to be bring them into existence. So yeah, Desna and Kata Callion are his VTuber parents.
Yeah, you could say that.
Who is Malmini?
Oh, Milani? She's
Milani.
awesome. She's the goddess of revolution.
This is the god of VTubers. Confirmed. We gotta write that down. Hold on. Oh, forgot an R. Boom. I will not explain any further. If anyone randomly comes in and looks, I shall not explain. You'll just have to read the chat.
You're gonna have to send me a copy of that pic when we're done with this. Because I'm definitely gonna post it in my Pathfinder channel just to confuse the hell out of them. Hey, Swinnery, you're in on the joke. Don't let anyone know.
I like this list is gonna be going crazy because like my weird formatting.
That's what's gonna make it funny. Honestly, your formatting is exactly like a freaking Lancer meme, and that's what's making me laugh the hardest.
What can I say? I might have a little bit of Horus in me.
But yeah, Milani is the goddess of revolution. So when the people get too downtrodden and they finally, pull themselves up and decide enough of this BS and they actually overthrow the oppressor, that's Milani's doing.
Ah, kind of relevant in our Kingmaker campaign.
Might be, yeah.
Hold up, I should probably write that down just so that I have a note for that whenever I deal with Kingmaker.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
Milani. Milani.
Got it.
Alright, so Rasmir, yeah, gotta being a punk. That's all we really need to say there. Pretty much everybody in the Dwarf Pantheon is related to Torag in some capacity.
Right, God of Dwarves. All of them are dwarves. Kind of hard not to be related to dwarves when you're the God of Dwarves.
I don't think I've ever actually read the specific elf pantheon in here. Let's see.
Probably just elves.
Goddess of art and architecture. Let's see.
Actually, wait, hold up.
Huh?
Now that I think about it, Pathfinder also has elves and drow.
Yeah. Well, they have elves. In second edition, they kind of just omitted drow.
Ah, probably for good reason.
Cultural
they did kind
reasons.
Of lean hard. Well, yeah, they did kind of lean hard on the evil part in the Starfinder. Still, I like the aesthetic.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I personally still use drow at my table, but I also differentiate that not all of the drow are... Like, the origin of drow in Pathfinder is really nifty because they were cave elves that during the Earthfall event where the giant meteor was coming to hit the inner sea region, they went deep underground, as far underground as they could go. And what they didn't know is that the closer they got to the center of Galarian, the closer they got to Rovagug's prison. And the radiation that Rovagug emitted mutated them into drow and drove them insane.
I got it. I remember this conversation. Drow they got a little too close to Rovagug.
Precisely. That's their lore in Pathfinder.
Flew too close to Middle Earth or to the center of the Earth to find out that the center of the Earth isn't the center.
They went to Middle Earth and they found the bad Denny's. Let's see. It looks like they also have a god of the hunt and a patron of druid and mages for their deities.
Well, honestly, I've never heard the elf pantheon being important.
I can't say that I have either. Out of all of the adventure paths that I have run, the only one that rarely gets mentioned is Callistra.
That's right. Callistra does get mentioned occasionally. What is she again?
She was the joke one that I mentioned earlier, the goddess of revenge and masturbation.
Oh, we actually have her on here. That's fine.
Yep.
We have an elf god on here. We don't need the others.
Giant gods, we've got one on there, but I am surprised to see there is more than one. There's 5.
Makes sense.
Oh, the gnome gods. Nivi Rhombodazzle. I absolutely adore her.
Nimby Rumbledazzle.
Yeah, Nivi. Nivi.
You said Razzle Dazzle?
Rhombodazzle. Like rhomboid. There, I highlighted it. Can you see it?
Good enough. Bless you. Thanks. Sneezing is always a pretty big ordeal for me.
But yeah, she's the gnome goddess
Actually,
of gambling.
Excellent. With a name like that, that is great.
Let's see, the goblin hero gods, which are debatable if they're actually gods or not.
The goblins that have survived encounters with horse.
Basically.
She's why I can't pull Klee. That's right. She's changing the odds, damn it.
Then we got some halfling gods in here. Let's see, there's just 1, 2.
She's also the
just
reason I
2.
rolled like 10 twos last night at gaming.
Yeah. Curse you, Nevi! We now have a new goddess to curse. We can let RNGesus off the hook.
You can take a nap for a session.
Can't pull Klee. Are you still playing that?
Look. When it comes down to people and their PNGs, you don't separate.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were still playing that or not. I mean, I wasn't going to call you out if you were. I was genuinely curious because I thought we were all done. Let's see, scaly folk deities. And then the void domain, which usually deals with
the void.
Yeah. Old cults, Grotus, and the Dark Tapestry, which is Pathfinder's fancy word for space.
Ah, yes. Dark Tapestry, the endless frontier.
Yeah, I call it...
man.
In my setting, I call it the endless dark. I've been told it's too depressing, and I'm just like, tough shit.
The coldest sea that you've ever sailed.
But yeah, otherwise, that's the whole list, minus whatever they put into 2nd edition.
Of all the relevant people. Maybe I'll even slip RNGesus down here somewhere.
I mean, Gorum is also on that list, but he's the war god. It's war. What do we really need to explain? Because after all, war never changes.
Just slip him over here. And then who is this God of War again? Because that's the person we're stealing for Baelor from.
That would be Gorum. So Gorum.
Our Lord in Iron?
That's his title, yes.
There we go. Gorum. War, enough said. You know what? If you changes your war. Strength, battle, and weapons.
But yeah.
Oh, it even has the center of worships. Might even need to pick that up so I can like make a map. It's like, Jesus, there needs to be some explanations about where you can find all these people. That being said, it is kind of interesting that like it's not so. It's more political oriented than it is dietic for like the map.
Oh, you're talking about like the region map?
Yeah. So like the actual powers of the region seem to be more political than they are dietic.
Yes. Deities really are kind of hands off in Galarian because they have, expanded insight into what's going on in the physical universe and beyond. So what's happening on one teeny tiny speck of dirt in the material plane pales in comparison to the shenanigans of the multiverse.
Right, except for the fact that sometimes what happens on the spale of dirt means a new god. Sometimes. And suddenly you have to deal with a multiverse. Sorry, I keep looking back at my formatting and I'm like, They should import Gork and Morg into Galarian. Sometimes you just want to have a good scrap. You know what? Let's do it. Let's add Gork and Morg. We all know Gork and Morg. Best buds.
Cunning but sneaky, and sneaky but cunning.
I'm just gonna slip them right under here. Law for the win. And then, of course, Oh, we have one more person we need to add, of course. Of course, because he's in the lore. Good old Cthulhu.
Oh, boy.
Because everyone loves Cthulhu.
Asterisk.
That way. I will not explain anything on this list. Gods of brutal cunning and cunning brutality. Actually, Cthulhu is a great old one, not an outer god.
Winry's actually correct.
No, I know. Alright, fine. We'll move him over here with all the people that are also not technically part of the other group. Right under Bakop. who was also a god, but not a god anymore.
Yeah, I don't actually know what happened to Bakub. Like, any of the freaking 3rd edition deities. The only one that anyone only ever gave a crap about was Vecna.
Wait, who was the? Remind me, who was the one that was messing up with Desna's plan? Along came Zeus style that Desna totally saw coming.
You mean Pharasma?
Phrasma, yeah, Phrasma.
Well, the thing that screwed up her plan was the death of Aradin.
Yeah, no, I meant the part where the guy came in like along came Zeus. She saw that coming. That was part of the plan.
Oh, that was Yog Sothoth.
Yogg-Sothoth. That's who we need to add here. Because if he has the plan in here, he's part of the freaking lore, then he should have a spot here. Because he's a big name. He's a god from that thing. Oh, God. How the fuck do I spell Zeus again?
EUS.
E-U-S, not E. Got it. I had it backwards. I mean, if his coming along was literally written into the Pathfinder lore, he should be here with Ragavod, God of Destruction. I'm just saying.
Fair enough.
Yogg-Sothoth knows the gate. Yogg-Sothoth is the gate. Yogg-Sothoth is the key and guardian to the gate. Past, present, future, all at one in Yogg-Sothoth. He knows where the old ones broke through the old, and where they shall break through again. He knows where they have trod earth's fields, and where they shall tread again them, and why no one can behold them as they tread. Yeah, if I remember correctly, Yogg-Sothoth is also the light, which keeps everything inside the middle part of the deity, or the realm of the outer gods. Because he is the gate between that realm and the rest. So yeah, Yogg-Sothoth. Along came Zeus. You muted, homie?
No, I was just looking up Yog Sothoth.
Okay, so here's the thing I've noticed. You can actually see my voice coming through his mouth.
Oh,
That's what.
Oh no.
So your thing is reacting to all audio, and my voice is part of that audio.
I think, I think it's because mine is currently picking up desktop stuff. And the reason for that is when I was streaming Resident Evil a couple of weeks ago, because, or no, just last week, the original Resident Evil has a weird feature where whenever a cutscene plays, like an actual cutscene, not like something in-game, it opens a player, plays it on that screen, and then closes that player when it's done. So if I capture the game, then it doesn't capture the cutscene. So I had to capture my entire desktop.
Vecna is the universe's biggest punk. Across all the universe.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If somebody cut off my hand and gouged out my eye when they were my best bro, I would be a little upset.
Yeah, but at a certain point, he's also like, you cross me off in traffic, delete your family.
I think that was after the Lich thing.
Details.
It is also, now, thanks to 5th edition, it is also theorized that him and Koss, the friend that betrayed him, they may have been lovers at some point. But now,
Yeah.
since one of them is a lich and the other is a vampire, and they eternally hate each other for all time and forever, probably not something to ship anymore.
Yeah, but I wouldn't make it the universe's problem. All right. So I think we got everything that we need, right? It's a pretty good rundown of everything.
Yeah, for Pathfinder anyway. Like, D&D, we would be here literally all night if we were to list everybody out in D&D.
Oh yeah, there's way too many.
Too many additions, too many different flavors.
Friends to lovers and to enemies is a great trope. Yeah, friends to lovers to enemies to lovers again is also really good. All of that is pretty good. It's about being so close to another person that you just hate them and love them at the same time. Leads to a lot of drama.
That's what you call Stockholm syndrome.
No, that's if you can't leave. They can leave anytime.
I don't think Koss has the ability to leave the multiverse.
I didn't say that they were stuck in the same part of the multiverse, though. He's not forced to love Vecna.
Anyway. So, now that we've got this compiled list of badly spelt and totally memey descriptions, what are we going to do with it?
Well, obviously, we're going to post it to your group. And then I will be taking this and using it for the, so that I can further go into studying up on these guys.
Fair enough. Man, Saith Cuthbert's art still looks awesome in this book.
For Vecna, it's friends to lovers to enemies to lovers to enemies to it's complicated. There we go. I think I got everything right. All right. So,
Delightful.
yep. I think we'll save it there. We've been talking our asses off for about 2.5 hours.
Yeah, we've been talking just about the deities, though, so if you want to yap about anything else in Pathfinder, you are always welcome to hit me up.
Oh, yeah. We'll definitely talk more probably next week or whatever. Maybe we'll start actually building something.
I mean, we can. If you want to call it here, we can definitely do that too.
Yeah, I think we'll call the talk here, and then because I need to move on a little bit through in Boulder's Gate. But from then on, we'll talk more about Pathfinder stuff next week.
Yeah, sure. Same time?
Same bat time, same slime channel.
Okay, and I will see about getting you some appropriate art for the talkie box.
Okay, and I will try and figure out how this settings thing works. Like, how do we leave now? We have entered into the... Oh god, we have entered into the part where I have to use a menu. God, stop asking me for my camera. Ah, there we go. Leave stream together.
There we
All
go.
right. Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you next time.
See you, Mal. Have a good night.
Bye. Yes. All right. Well, that was fun. Now, let me get everything booted up and get into the Baldur's Gate part of this stream. Yeah.